Hello everyone, my name is Chris Gibbons. I'm going to be your instructor for this course, HCA 410, Introduction to Healthcare Finance, Spring Semester 2024, second 7 weeks. So this is a 7 weeks course. It will go very fast. All right, in these videos, if you probably noticed this section here on the welcome page, there will be kind of a video blog. I like to shoot these videos every week. Typically what I do in the videos is we'll talk a little bit about what we did last week, a little bit of feedback there, talk about what we have coming up for the current week, and then also address any questions that you guys may have in the course, because sometimes those do bubble up, and if we have enough of you ask, I usually will address it in the video as well. Another thing, very important, is that occasionally, almost always, there'll be changes to the course as we're running the course, because every group is unique, and I tailor the course experience to that unique group. So those changes are announced in these videos. So make sure you watch the videos, because any changes that we do to the course, it's always to your benefit. So what I ask you to do is before you jump into the modules and start doing your homework, doing your assignments and all that good stuff, is that you look for any new videos, any new update videos that may be posted, and make sure you watch those so you can stay current with what's going on with the course. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about kind of the basics, kind of quick overview as we get started in learning about healthcare finance. So the first thing, a little course maintenance, is I want to make sure you guys print out the course syllabus. It's always good to kind of review the contents in here. There's a lot of stuff that you probably don't even pay attention to, which is fine. But the stuff you do want to pay attention to, you can find on page 4. That's where you'll see the grades. There's a nice little, I guess, chart in here that shows the assignments and the point value. So that's kind of nice. Also, if you keep going back, that's on starting on page 4. Page 5 is a brief description of those assignments. So if you want to look and see what you're doing. And then the other one that's really, I think, students find valuable, starting on page 6, is there we go, course schedule. All right, kind of has a breakdown of what we're doing every week. You will find a breakdown of what we're doing every week in the module introduction. I kind of streamline that as well. So there should never be a question about what is due. Look at either here, the schedule here, or the kind of your weekly tasks, your weekly to-do, which is very clear. You'll see it in the module intro. I got a nice little check mark logo and all this stuff for you. So again, should make there should never be a question about what is due. All right, so print out the syllabus. Take a quick review of that. Make sure you have the textbook. If for some reason you don't have the textbook, please, hopefully it's ordered, that you have it ordered. If for some reason you haven't received it yet, please let me know. Yeah, we definitely want to have this textbook in your hands by the second week of the class, because as you've noticed, there's some reading. There's about 55 pages, if I average it out. There's about 55 pages per week. So pretty balanced, kind of pretty normal, considering that this is a 3 credit hour course. And if it was a 3 credit hour course over 15 weeks or over 7, it's still the same amount of material. Of course, we're 7 weeks, so we go a little bit faster. So 55 pages is kind of the norm, if not a little on the light side. So, but you don't want to get behind in that, because this course is heavily driven by the content within the textbook. So this is going to be your best friend as you go through the class. All right, some other things to kind of give you a heads up on as we go through the course. We do have a couple of assignments. We have, I should say, a midterm and a final. So, and they're pretty heavily weighted. You can, of course, look in the syllabus and find out exactly what the weights of those are. But our midterm is worth 100 points, and our final is worth 200 points out of 1,000 for the course. Those 2 exams, the midterm and final, will be proctored through ProctorU. So you'll receive some more instructions as we get closer to that, but I want to give you a heads up now. Most of you probably have gone through the ProctorU experience. You kind of know how to do it now. I'm sure there's going to be a small handful that this is going to be new to you. So you will want to look at the information that'll be coming out about a week before your midterm and final, so you can kind of go through the prep. Make sure you got what you need to do the proctored exam. For those of you who have no clue, ProctorU is an online proctoring service that you can still take this exam anywhere. Take it at home. Doesn't make it, you'll have a window to schedule this, a pretty wide window. So hopefully it's not inconvenient for you to schedule. But there are some technical standards or stuff that is pretty easy to meet, but I would make sure that you kind of check off the boxes as you're getting ready for it, and definitely read the instructions. I've taken these exams before through proctored services, and yeah, there's kind of you have to do what they say. So when it says nothing on the desk area, nothing on the walls, you want to make sure that is pretty cleared out. Again, I'll provide you more instructions as we go. But for those of you that have done it, I think where students get the biggest frustration is the panning of the area with the camera. There's someone who'll be watching you take the exam, and you'll have to take your camera and kind of show that person that there's no little secret notes or anything hidden around your area or anything up on the walls that you could use while taking the exam. It gets a little frustrating using your laptop as a camera, moving that around. I would recommend having a relatively inexpensive webcam that's corded that allows the panning process. It's so much easier. I've done these. I did it once with just the laptop, moving it around. I said, nope, not doing that anymore. Attached an external webcam, made the pan process so much more easy. So again, just some things. You'll learn more about that, but I do want to give you a heads up on those two proctored events. One of the biggest drivers in the whole proctoring, which again, I know those sometimes can be a little frustrating. Historically, I have had open book, open note tests, non-proctored, and you just take them normally through Canvas. What has happened? The big thing that's changed in the world in the past, year and a half, is artificial intelligence. I'm a heavy user of it, so I'm I'm highly aware of the features of artificial intelligence, and I know that you can cut and paste. Yes, boys and girls, you can cut and paste a multiple choice, essay, whatever test. Just cut and paste, drop it right into the AI, and it will solve it for you. It will even give you explanations for the answers that it gave you for the multiple choice test, and it almost always gets an A, if not 100%. So it's pretty amazing. So knowing that, we really have to have a way to prove that students know what they know, and that they're not solely relying on AI. There is a knowledge that you have to have within yourself that we have to prove that you have for successfully completing the learning outcomes that we have right in here, I think on page 3. Yes, on page 3. We got to prove that you've had these learning outcomes. I can't do that in the world of AI without a proctored exam or some sort of oral presentation or even a oral exam that I would give you, or you would literally talk to me about the topics. That would be very lengthy for all of us. So we go with the easiest process for all of us that guarantees that really, I should say, nothing fully guarantees, but that preserves the integrity of your degree, also preserves the integrity of the learning objectives of this course, and that is through a proctored experience. So if you pass that midterm and final, I know without a doubt that you have mastered the concepts of this course. So that's why we have that in here. You can thank ChatGPT, Claude, Pi, all the other wonderful AIs that are out there that are absolutely amazing and will change the way we work forever very quickly in the next few months, not years. So it's a pretty amazing. So that's it with the proctored exam experiences. I think, again, look for more information as we go in there. This week will be kind of a standard week for us. You'll be reading chapters. You'll be taking quizzes. Those quizzes are 10 questions. You're allowed to repeat those quizzes. You can do it 3 times, and we'll take the highest grade. So there you go. That's pretty. Everybody should get 100 on those quizzes. And if you want to use AI, it's fine. I guess I don't care. You got so many opportunities to nail that quiz. So those quiz points, when you look at kind of the points within this course, that you should get all of those points. There's 560 points for quizzes. You should nail that. You got 3 attempts. You can do whatever you want to get those answers correct. Then we have weekly discussions. That's pretty much a no-brainer. And then I have something called a progress journal where you just talk to me through a document and kind of tell me your feelings about stuff, and I'll prompt you with what I'm asking for those progress journals. So those are kind of the easy, low-hanging fruit points for this course. So get those, but the real differentiating factor is how you're going to perform on that midterm and final, because that'll be worth 300 points in the class. So that's really going to make a difference, in the letter grades. So what I would recommend, and probably towards the end of this week or early next week, I've been thinking about providing you some sort of, if you wish to use it, maybe some sort of, I don't want to say learning guide or exam prep. I'm not going to give you the answers for the exam. That would defeat the point. But I might give you, what I'm thinking right now is giving you kind of a workbook type approach where maybe I'll have a topic and then some space for you to fill in some notes. Like, here's a topic that you probably want to know. Go to the book, look at it. Look at the lectures, write down whatever you want there. And so you'll kind of you'll sort of develop your own study guide. I'll give you some heavy prompts for that study guide, but you'll develop your own study guide. So then you could have hopefully a better successful outcome when you take that midterm and final. So stay tuned for that. Even taking the quizzes, yeah, you could use AI for them, but that's not going to help you prep for that midterm and final. So I would just take it, read the book, make notes, do whatever you normally do to study with written material, then take the quiz, see how you do. Don't like the score, you can take it again. Don't like the score, you can take it a third time. So by that third time, you should be, getting that full points. So that's what I would recommend, is to kind of prepare yourself for that midterm and final. Other than that, that is pretty much it. So hopefully our normal weekly videos will be a little bit shorter than this one, but since we're just beginning the course, wanted to kind of highlight some of the things that came to mind as we get started this week. Now, if you have any questions, for those of you that have had me before, the best way to get a hold of me is through text message. So if you like, feel free to text me. My number is on the syllabus, and it's also on the welcome page. So feel free to do that. Just let me know what course you're from, who you are, because I teach other classes, and I'll get like, who is this? Which class are they talking about? So just give me, tell me that you're from 410 and your name, and especially for those short, quick questions, texting is great. Long form questions, you can use old-fashioned email. Again, my email is available to you there, is on the welcome page and on the syllabus for those long form questions. And if we do need to actually schedule a time to talk, we can do that as well. So I do have office hours really at your convenience, so we can schedule that. All right. So that pretty much concludes this week. Again, so excited as we begin healthcare finance, which I think is the most important topic in healthcare administration, because as you'll learn here, nothing happens without the money. Hospitals aren't built, the care isn't delivered, nobody's working for free. So that is the reality of healthcare, and we're going to learn all about that. Finance, how it serves really as the life force in healthcare. So, all right, everybody have a great week, and I'll check in with you next week. Thanks.